Hey everybody, this is Sher with Dealer eTraining, and I want to focus this particular piece of training content specifically for buy here, pay here dealerships. So as you can see, I'm all about process. If anybody's ever really heard me speak or trained with me or gotten to know me, I'm all about process. So real quick, I want to show you just some examples of what we've created. And this is something that your dealership should be able to take back and kind of implement. So you may or may not have a CRM system. Chances are, if you're a buy here, pay here, you're probably a 15 to 30 car a month operation. But when it comes to process, there's a big chance that you probably never were either trained to process, or maybe there wasn't a process installed if you did get a CRM. So I wanted to share some quick thoughts and ideas of my opinion of how a process should work. And right now, one of the biggest problems you're all having, and I know that because I talk to a lot of buy here, pay here dealers, is that you're not getting enough people coming through the door. The reason why you're not getting enough people coming through the door is because your follow-up is either not set up or completely improperly set up. So my opinion is this. And there's a couple different schools of thought here that I'm going to show you. Okay, originally, when we were building a business development center, an outsourced one for a buy here, pay here operations to do it for a couple dealerships, our goal was to generate applications. Now, keep in mind that in my opinion, the best leads that you can possibly get are application leads versus inventory leads. I'm not saying that you shouldn't do inventory leads, but this, I think, yields a better opportunity because it helps you build rapport with a customer and it helps you take control of what you're trying to do here in the process. So we're going to talk about the steps to a completed application. Number one, okay, a customer or a prospect goes on your website or they Google search buy here, pay here. They could say, I have bad credit, I need an auto loan, right? People do search for things. In this case, your disruptors come out, right? But let's just say that for hypothetical reasons, a dealership's link comes out. Obviously, here we have Drive Time, right? They're a major corporation, okay? We're going to go to get approved, and then we're going to start filling out, an application, essentially, right? Let's pretend this is your dealership. A lead's going to come into your system. It's going to be a credit application. So it may or may not be completed depending on how effective your lead form is. What's interesting about it is when it comes in, you need to be able to have the right steps in place to follow up with those leads to get an appointment. Or to, before even that, get a completed application. So step one, lead arrives. Step two, you need to review that lead. So for instance here, let's say that this is the CRM, and it's really not in this case, but let's say it's a CRM, and let's say it's a lead. Okay, you're going to want to review the first name, the phone number, the last name, if there's a social, and then you're going to find out that there's not enough information. Like maybe they didn't put in the rental information in, or maybe they didn't put in their work information in, or how much they make. All those things that are going to help you get them approved for a buy or pay your car loan. So you're going to review the lead. Next, I want you to send out an initial text message. The reason why you want to send out a text message is because you want to engage them fast. Keep in mind, right now, if I look at my phone right now, let's say I'm a customer. Right now, if I look how many missed calls I have that's in the red. You see all this red here? That's because I'm getting bombarded by a million different people calling me. And whether it be somebody trying to sell me car insurance or an extended warranty or medicine, all sorts of nonsense, business funding, student loans, all that craziness, right? So I'm ignoring calls. Your customers are ignoring your calls because they're getting bombarded. And in this case, they probably have a lot of collections. Remember, they have bad credit. So in this case, they're getting bombarded by so many different people, debt collectors, someone trying to sell them something. you're just another person prospecting them. They're going to ignore you. So what's going to happen is you need to have a process. So the process is this. You need to send an engaging text message. And if you have questions about how to do that, reach out to me. I'll help you. I can give you a couple of templated messages that I've created for dealers that you can use as a free resource just to start engaging. You, of course, need to have a great tool to do that. I can help you with that as well. That's a separate conversation. So once you send out the text message, you want to send out an outbound call. Now, in my opinion, I like to call it a multi-attack strategy. Okay, if you have a CRM with click-to-call, you want to do that. If you have a Google Voice number, you want to do that. The reason why I call it a multi-attack strategy is this. You want to be able to send a text message and be able to send a phone call. You want to maybe be able to even send them a ringless voice message, which, again, something that we can talk to you about in a separate conversation. You want to be able to send them an email, and then you want to be able to call them again. Because we want to try to get a hold of them. Maybe we don't get a hold of them from one number, but we get a hold from another number. You are getting the permission to text them because your lead form allowed that. You're letting the customer know that they're going to be texted. So now the multi-attack strategy, now make sure that your people, your salespeople, or your reps, or your customer service reps, they're actually attacking the leads and they're actually working them, as opposed to leaving a voice message. Hi, this is Stan calling from ABC Buy Here Pay Here. I got your lead here or your request here. Please give me a call. And then they just ignore you. They ghost you, right? Because you have no substance in what you're saying. So send out a text message, do an outbound call, do a multi-attack strategy with that, which is something that we can discuss. That's a video within itself. Okay. Once you get them on the phone, you want to build rapport. You want to talk to them for a couple minutes. Stop being salesy and be more of a friend. Remember, they have bad credit. They came to you for help. They have a problem and you have a solution. So what happens is you want to be consultative in that you're actually helping them come up with a strategy to help get them into a vehicle, to help yourself acquire a new customer, and to actually help them, serve their families by having a vehicle. So again, you want to get them on the phone. You want to complete a credit app. Get as much information as you can by building rapport. How do you build rapport? That's a whole other conversation. Once you get them the rapport, you get the application, boom. Congratulations, Mr. Customer. It looks like we can get you driving as soon as today. Send it to, in this case, I have the word dealer here. We're going to say underwriting. Because buyer pay here do underwriting, right? Send the underwriting, boom. And then bring the customer in and continue the process of selling the vehicle. That's to get an application. Now, if you can't get them on the phone, part of the multi-attack strategy is this: follow-up not completed. Lead arrives, review the lead, send a text. Outbound call 1, leave a message. Outbound call 2, 2 to 3 hours later. Then send another text message. Maybe do an email campaign. Continue the process till you get a hold of the customer. Okay, you see, you have a picture of a process flow diagram. There's a reason why I did that. I did that because, it's very important for you to have an effective way to follow up with customers. If you're not selling enough vehicles, if you're not touching enough clients, it's not because the leads are bad. Some of them may be, don't get me wrong, they're not always going to be the best leads, but it's because you're lacking follow-up. And the problem that we have is we haven't been trained. Up until now, we haven't really had a training solution for buy here, pay here to be effective with follow-up. And that's why I created this system. If you have questions, please reach out to me. Let's schedule a demo call and I can give you a strategy on how to get your sales operations and your follow-up better for buy here, pay here. So with that being said, I really hope that you got some value out of this video. Please leave a like. Please leave a comment. And again, feel free to reach out to me. Thanks so much. Have a great day.